Okay, welcome back everyone to Client Side Chats. Today we're actually going to profile one of our safety, health, and environmental professionals, Martha Kazarian. Hey Martha, how you doing today?
I'm great, James. How are you doing?
Not doing too bad, I tell you. It's been an interesting time, hasn't it, with
It
this COVID lockdown?
it certainly has. It's been kind of a learning curve, and all the new Zoom meetings and working from home and all that's interesting. Getting used to.
Yeah, not a problem. But I have to say, you're one of our consultants that's actually been going out into the field pretty early on into this whole event and continuing to expand upon that, working for some of our clients who are part of the essential functions. Yeah.
Yes, it's been interesting. It's been nice to get out and see what everybody's doing and how they're reacting and coping with everything.
Yeah, no kidding. So awesome, though. Martha, I thought we might have just a brief discussion, let people who watch this series kind of get to know a little bit about us individually here. And so I was going to ask you, what brought you into the health and safety field? What was it that kind of sparked your interest or made this something of an area that you wanted to work in?
Well, I worked for 25 years in a family business that actually expanded out quite a bit. And if you've ever worked in a family business, you've worn many hats, and I wore most of them at one point. And one of the hats was HR, and then working with HR, and then working with people that had an accident or an incident or near miss and all that. I realized that I didn't really understand what I needed to do to help the company progress and how to deal with it on a day-to-day basis and also long-term. And it was a chemical fertilizer business, and there was also a lot of issues that had to do with environmental. And so I just started educating myself. The first thing I did, dating myself now, but back in '94, the first thing I ever did was a 40-hour HAZWOPER class. And I have kept it current for all these years, and actually I now teach it. And then I started looking around. Fresno State was closer, but they really didn't have what I needed in the time frame I needed it, so I found UC Davis. They have an extension program, and so they don't do just OSHA or safety. You can kind of tailor it for what you need. And so I kind of did a combined environmental and a safety course with them. So it took me quite a while to do it because you just can't get away that often. Yeah, that's how I got started into it.
That's great. That's great. And you kind of gravitated, as you said, into the hazardous materials, hazardous waste arena. And you're very right. You do teach this class. You get great marks for doing it, by the way.
Oh,
So
thanks.
that's a good thing. And I do know, too, that you also gravitated into responsible ag as well, which does include that melding of the environmental health and safety component, especially with hazardous materials, hazardous waste, correct?
Yes, it combines all that. Also, it goes into all the permits, various permits that you have to have, as well as, say, application equipment, delivery equipment. It goes into DOT, hazardous materials standpoint. So yeah, it goes through just a little bit. It's a very comprehensive audit procedure if you're going to be certified with Responsible Ag. It takes quite a bit of knowledge, and actually takes quite a bit of preparation on the client's part before to get ready to do this. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's a big deal. It's
Yeah, I've
fun
seen a
though.
lot of that paperwork. Oh yeah, I know you enjoy
Yeah,
doing it and
yeah.
everything. So, so what is it that you like doing now? I mean, as part of the job and being involved in environmental health and safety, what is it that you enjoy?
I enjoy the most, like I said, I worked someplace for 25 years, and it's not that I didn't get out. We had plants in multiple states, and I got out and spent quite a bit of time on the road, but it kind of becomes not stale, but predictable in a
Gotcha.
way.
Yep.
So what I like about this is, yes, well, Tuesday I was up in Northern California, and then tomorrow I could be, if it wasn't for COVID, I could be someplace else down in Southern California, or, maybe in Chicago, or wherever the case may be. And so you just get to see a variety of people and a variety of different facilities and processes that it makes it interesting, and it's an enjoyable place to work as well. I enjoy working with everybody, and I learn something every day, which I think is something that we all need to do. So.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Is there anything particular that you enjoy the most? Is it meeting and working with people? Is it doing training? Is it doing more of the safety inspection or any of those kinds of things? Because I know you do an awful lot of broad things for us, which I'm so appreciative of with the experience and the education that you have.
Well, thank you. I like getting out and meeting the people and working with them. Where I was at on Tuesday, it was a facility, and they do a very good job, but they realize that they have more to do, and so the interaction of working with them was nice. And they also have a young female person that they're bringing into safety, and so mentoring her as we worked, and that day was a lot of fun, and I think it's something that hopefully we can do more of in the future.
That's
Yeah.
great. That's great. Well, Martha, hey, thanks for being with us, and we'll do this again in the future so people will be able to learn a little bit more about you and what you're involved with. So thanks for your time.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you, James.
Okay, take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.